So these days, it seems like the majority of the focus on banking security centers around what happens online. And with very good reason. However, an increase in a certain type of fraud is indicating that there's a massive gap in the average American's banking security. In today's video, I want to dive into what this fraud is, how it happens, and what you can do to protect yourself. So stick around. All right, so most of us remember a time before online banking. For some, it is a beloved memory of quieter times, while for others, it was a dark time tainted with the taste of envelope adhesive. Now, regardless of which side you're on, it is safe to say that we're all sending out fewer and fewer checks in the mail, a reality which makes the new data on increased check fraud all the more troubling. A February alert came out from the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network indicating a nationwide increase in check fraud, and it's related to mail theft, and there has been a rise in letter carrier robberies as well. The pandemic played a role in exacerbating this issue as thieves were targeting government relief checks in the mail, and they've been exploiting vulnerabilities in the U.S. Postal Service, intercepting those checks and altering the amounts. And this is leading to funds being stolen from bank accounts. Retrieving these funds can take weeks. It can cause significant disruption in the affected individuals' lives. While paper checks might not really be as commonly used for many transactions, it certainly isn't for me nowadays, it is essential to be cautious about using them for certain payments, particularly when it comes to medical providers and insurance companies. To safeguard against check fraud, it is advisable to explore alternative payment methods anytime you can. Many bills can be paid online, obviously, at this point, and several medical providers even offer mobile apps for easy and secure payments. Additionally, electronic payment platforms like PayPal, Venmo, Bill.com, Zelle, these are all excellent alternatives for paying individuals, certainly my preference when I can, and it comes without the need for checks. If you must send a check, there are steps that you can take to minimize the risk. You can use a reputable shipping service like UPS or FedEx for significant payments and can provide tracking and security through those. Sending checks through the U.S. Postal Service should involve using security envelopes and delivering them directly to the post office, and writing checks with a black gel ink pen, which makes it harder for criminals to alter them. Now, whenever possible, using credit cards for transactions is, of course, recommended due to the added protection that those offer. I always recommend that, especially if you're a responsible credit card person. That being said, it's also important to pay those credit cards off in full so that you're not paying any unnecessary interest costs for that added security benefit. For those who want to stick with using their checking accounts rather than a credit card, it is important to keep minimal balances in your checking account while storing the rest of those funds in a linked savings account so that you limit the potential losses if a check falls into the wrong hands, which recently happened to a close friend of mine. So what should you do if you believe a check has fallen into the wrong hands like he had happened? Contact your bank immediately. That is absolutely crucial. You may need to file a police report and notify the intended recipient of the check to prevent any adverse consequences like late fees or interest, or worse yet, some form of a late hit on your credit report. Being proactive by setting up fraud alerts on your credit reports and monitoring your bank statements. You've got to do that very carefully each and every month. That can help detect any suspicious activities as well. Many financial institutions offer free alerting services as well now to their customers, and by taking these precautions and utilizing safer payment methods, you're going to be able to protect yourself from the increasing threat of check fraud and its potential consequences to you as well. Now, I am curious, has anybody on here who's watching this video now been a victim of check fraud? Let us know how that went in the comments section for you below. Was it something that you were able to rectify? How challenging was that for you? Share your stories in the comments for us, and let's make sure that together our stories can help somebody else that might find themselves in that same situation, or even better yet, help them never find themselves in that position in the first place. Now, don't forget, we certainly appreciate it when you like our videos. It helps us revive the algorithm. It's been picking on us all of 2023. Our numbers have been much, much lower, but we still have a tremendous amount of interaction and involvement over the phones with you guys, our loyal followers and subscribers. So we do very much appreciate that. If you have not become a subscriber yet, consider doing so. We help you go further, faster financially. We help you hack the banks and really play this game of cat and mouse where you can use the system to your advantage. And we are here to help you guys go further, faster with your finances. So make sure you stay tuned for our next video. Until we see you on there, make it a great day today and keep on cash flowing. Take care.